So guys, today I actually want to talk to you about a weapon in game for the Arrancars. Now, I feel it's an extremely underrated weapon and I think you guys should actually look into trying it out as well too. I was actually looking for weapons that I could make a video on that could be really strong or maybe a bit underrated, and this one just seemed to fly under the radar for most people in the game, including myself, because one of my friends, Itoshi, who is actually a member of the #1 clan in Type Soul, had actually let me know about this one. So I trusted his word and I practiced with it a bit in ranked matches, and boy was he right, buddy. Now this weapon is the VERGLAS. I hope I pronounced that correctly, but yeah, I haven't actually seen anyone use this at all, not in any ranked matches or anything, and I'm pretty sure it's not even a really super rare weapon either, so you could get it easily. If I'm not mistaken, it's a 10%, but either way, let's get into why I think this is a pretty underrated weapon, and let's talk about just how good it is, okay? So for the VERGLAS, the first thing I want to talk about is the crit, which actually is the main thing, because the crit is super good, mainly because of the stun. Now the stun, if you hit it correctly, actually becomes a true stun, and it completely immobilizes your opponent for a second, freezing them, and after that happens, you can get a free attack on them. At some point in the clip you're watching, you'll see that I actually hit it and freeze my opponent and then do a rising swallow, because it does great damage, and again, it was a free hit. Now you can actually kind of miss the true stun part of the crit, and instead it will actually still block break your opponent like normal anyways, so regardless if it lands, you will still get a free hit and be able to do an attack, which, let's be honest, is pretty overpowered for some reason, and it's not talked about. Like, now the drawbacks I will say is the fact that the startup time is definitely extremely slow, like slower than most weapons, but to balance it out, I actually noticed that the range is pretty decently far, and so you can actually reach your opponent without them expecting it sometimes, and I think it's because people don't really use this weapon too often, so they may not know exactly how to fight it. And also the cooldown is pretty low too, so you can use it very frequently even if you do miss it, because again, it's just a low cooldown. It's just a great weapon, honestly, and it's not the best of course, but I do think a lot of you guys are sleeping on it. You'll definitely enjoy how to use it once you get the grasp of it as well too. Landing it can be sort of hard, especially because of the long startup time, but how I usually land it is I try to time them coming into range or when I'm next to them after landing a move, because for some reason a lot of people end up just blocking, so they'll shell up and hold F to block, and then after that it actually gives you a window to press your crit and let the wind up for the crit actually happen, because they haven't actually realized they're going to use it yet, so they don't M1 to try to cancel it because they're still scared of you attacking them again with something. But you do have to be fast with it though, I will say. So yeah, landing it with that method can kind of be hard, but you know, you gotta really be able to tell when you can and can't use it. And also you can use vertical down if you're using Kendo as well, because right after the crit lands you may actually be too late to land a rising swallow, but people will actually end up blocking right after getting hit by the crit anyways, so you can actually quickly do a vertical down and you'll break the block again, allowing you to land a rising swallow or any other move as well. So yeah, all in all, I think it's just a great weapon. I think you guys should give it a chance, and I really do think you guys will have some success with it as well too. If you guys do enjoy this style of videos, let me know in comments down below. I'll definitely be making more, and the next progression video is Aizen, so stay tuned for that one.